First of all, it's more important than ever to understand future and time management in today's fast-paced environment. Stoicism is one philosophy that provides deep insights into these subjects. Stoicism, which has its roots in ancient Greece, encourages us to accept the things we cannot change and to concentrate on the things we can. This way of thinking is especially applicable to how we manage our time and make goals for the future. Fundamentally, Stoicism urges us to live in the now, serving as a constant reminder that the future is unpredictable and frequently beyond of our control. We may develop a feeling of clarity and purpose in our daily lives by adopting this concept. To focus on our activities now, Stoicism asks us to avoid becoming bogged down in future problems. This change in emphasis gives us the ability to maximize every minute while also improving our time management ability. Our goal as we explore this subject is to bring you useful knowledge that will help you become a better version of yourself. The Stoic method places a strong emphasis on the value of holding ourselves to the highest standard. In order to make sure that our time is spent on the things that really matter, it forces us to consider our values and priorities. We may design a more purposeful and happy existence by coordinating our everyday activities with our long-term objectives. Furthermore, by being in the now, we may value the trip rather than being obsessed with the end result. This way of looking at things encourages adaptation and resilience, two traits that are necessary for surviving life's uncertainty. We would like to encourage you to join us on this thought-provoking voyage as we examine the relationship between Stoicism, time management, and future aspirations. Together, we will unearth doable tactics to improve your life and inspire you to live in the now, while getting ready for a better tomorrow. Setting high standards for yourself. One frequently asked issue regarding personal excellence is how long one should wait before making an effort to improve. In actuality, the moment you choose to take action is when the path toward self-improvement really starts. Encouraging viewers to consider their present objectives and desires is crucial. Are you holding off on starting that new interest, going for your ideal career, or becoming healthier until the perfect time? The truth is that you should focus on living in the now, since the ideal moment doesn't come around very often. It's imperative that you start working on improving yourself right away. Your future success is built on every tiny move you take now. Even little daily commitments, like 15 minutes a day to practice a new skill or set aside time for physical activity, add up to big gains over time. Never forget that achieving personal excellence is a lifelong process, calls for dedication and tenacity. Think about the success stories of those who held themselves to the highest standards. Consider Oprah Winfrey as an example. Despite the many obstacles she had to overcome in her early years, she pursued her goals without waiting for things to become better. Rather, she seized control of her story and put in a lot of effort to advance her career and impact. Comparably, J.K. Rowling had several rejections before to the Harry Potter series' eventual publication. These two incredible individuals, in spite of the challenges they faced, are living examples of the strength that comes from demanding greatness and acting. When you consider your own goals, keep in mind that chances are frequently lost when one waits for the perfect moment. Rather, accept the notion that each instant presents a chance to pursue excellence in yourself. You may reach your full potential and design a life that fulfills your deepest desires by acting now and accepting responsibility for your actions. So why do you hesitate? Demand the best for yourself, starting now. Taking reason and looking forward, not letting the future bother you, is one of the fundamentals of Stoicism. In an uncertain environment, one might easily feel paralyzed by what lies ahead. But Stoicism shows us that reason may be an effective instrument for overcoming these uncertainties. We may develop a sense of peace and clarity that enables us to confidently face obstacles by giving reason to our worries about the future. We must learn techniques that keep us rooted in the here and now if we are to sustain this serenity. Engaging in mindfulness meditation is one useful strategy. You may clear your mind and lessen your worry about what might happen in the future by paying attention to your breath and objectively examining your thoughts. You can also feel more in control if you create reasonable goals and divide them into doable tasks. In this way, you may go forward by taking concrete actions rather than letting the vastness of the future immobilize you. This kind of thinking has long been stressed by Stoic thinkers. Marcus Aurelius, for example, is credited as saying, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." When you acknowledge this, you'll discover resilience. This quotation reminds us that although we have no control over the future, we do have influence over how we respond to it. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." In a similar vein, this calls attention to the propensity for our worries about the future to skew our judgment and emphasizes the need of living in the now. We may change the way we interact with uncertainty by adopting the Stoic idea of confronting the future rationally. We may develop resilience and clarity instead of letting worry rule our lives. Recall that although the future may seem uncertain, we can handle it with poise and confidence if we use reason as our guide. The tragedy of stressed-out minds. Many of us have at some point in our lives experienced a cycle of sadness brought on by anxiety about what could happen in the future. Our imaginations frequently become consumed with what-if situation when we obsess about what could happen in the future, which increases stress and causes emotional upheaval. Psychologically, this ongoing concern can show up as a variety of symptoms, such as restlessness, anger, or even physical ones like headaches or stomach problems. Anticipating future issues may eclipse the pleasures of the here and now, trapping us in a state of discomfort. It is imperative that we acquire useful techniques that aid in refocusing our attention in order to battle this worry. Breaking the cycle of anxiety by designating certain times to deal with your problems is one useful strategy. Rather than letting nervous thoughts take over your day, schedule a worry time when you may write down your worries and come up with answers. Your anxieties will feel more manageable if you use this strategy to help compartmentalize them. Being aware is a really effective strategy for handling anxiety. We may lessen the hold that worries about the future have on us by practicing being in the now. You may stay grounded in the present moment by practicing techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or just pausing to take in your surroundings. Moreover, adding appreciation to your regular practice might be a really effective way to combat worry. You may change your perspective from what you lack or are afraid of to what you have and value in life by concentrating on what you are grateful for. Promoting mindfulness and thankfulness among viewers can have a substantial positive impact on their mental health. Recall that life develops in the current moment, regardless of how unclear the future may seem. You may overcome the suffering caused by worrying thoughts and discover more enjoyment in the ordinary things in life by developing an attitude that appreciates the present. Satisfaction with minimal. Stoic philosophy is based on the idea that contentment with one's possessions is the path to genuine riches. Embracing the Stoic ideal may result in tremendous fulfillment in a world where material goods and perpetual strive for more are frequently associated with success. This way of thinking is quite compatible with minimalism, which is the concept of making one's life simpler by cutting back on excess. We may appreciate the small joys that sometimes go unappreciated in our hectic lives by concentrating on what really matters. Beyond simply clearing out physical clutter, minimalism has been shown to enhance emotional and mental health. By letting go of the desire for more, we make space for awareness and thankfulness. Picture yourself enjoying a peaceful morning with a cup of coffee, feeling the sun's warmth on your skin, or having a meaningful chat with a friend. True joy lies in these moments, which are frequently eclipsed by the chase of greater and better things. Our lives may change dramatically when we are content. Think about someone who prefers to live simply and values experiences over material belongings. Experiencing new places, going on nature walks, or spending time with close friends and family may provide this individual more joy than hoarding the newest technology or opulent possessions. Focusing on internal fulfillment rather than outward validation helps us develop a sense of contentment and serenity that is resistant to life's ups and downs. Consider your own life for a moment and consider what makes you happy. Are there any places you might simplify or get rid of extraneous distractions? Accept the notion that contentment originates inside rather than outside, Discovering happiness in the small things in life may lead to a more purposeful and happy existence. Recall that the ultimate measure of riches is not material possessions, but rather the depth of your appreciation and the richness of your experiences. In summary, now that we have completed our examination of Stoicism and its real-world applications, let's review the main ideas we have covered. Above all, we stress the significance of holding oneself to the highest standards. We may realize our potential and design a life that fulfills our dreams if we have high expectations and work quickly to achieve them. We also discuss the usefulness of reason when dealing with uncertainty. Practice of Stoicism teaches us to ignore the future and to remain composed and clear-headed even when faced with fear by using reason. We discuss techniques for controlling those racing thoughts, such setting out time for concern and engaging in mindfulness exercise can keep us anchored in the here and now. We also emphasize the Stoic notion that contentment with what we have is the path to genuine riches. A more contented existence can result from embracing simplicity and enjoying the small things in life. By appreciating the small things in life, we may develop thankfulness and a deeper kind of happiness that goes beyond worldly belonging. Now, as you explore these realizations, think about the practical lessons you may apply to your everyday life. Every action you take, whether it's reducing your environment, establishing specific goals, or engaging in mindfulness meditation, may result in significant change. We invite you to participate in our community by enjoying this video, subscribing to our channel, and forwarding it to people who might find these Stoic ideas helpful. See more articles on Stoicism and personal development as we continue to unearth useful knowledge that can improve your life. Recall that the path to personal growth is never ending. By working together, we can develop a mentality that values simplicity, expects perfection, and appreciates the moment. We appreciate you coming, and we hope to see you in our upcoming video.